أعدائهم أجمعين من الأمر الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. May Allah inshallah accept our prayers, our du'as, our amal, inshallah, and reward us for our presence tonight in this majlis. And gathering, we say another salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad.
Alhamdulillah, we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for this great opportunity once again. The whole family is together, mashallah. And we ask Allah inshallah to send His best peace and blessings inshallah upon the messenger of Himself inshallah, the last messenger, and to all of you mu'minin and mu'minat inshallah. It's a very interesting relationship between us and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's a very interesting and complicated relationship between us and religiosity and being religious and faithful. In different faiths, different religions, people try to practice to be more faithful with different reasons, ways, and the way that they interpret it, they think is the best way to be closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Deendari and being faithful and religiosity should be looked at from the angle of need. From the angle of need. If we feel that we need to be faithful, if we understand and comprehend that it's a need within us that we need to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then we will enjoy practicing Islam and divine rules and regulations. And we would not be stuck into that. If it's not a need, someone might become tired of Islam, tired of na'udzubillah Allah, who gives all these orders left and right. Don't do this, sit here, don't sit there, don't go with him, don't. It's a need that comes. Without the need, that person might fall into hypocrisy, riyah, issues in religion, and many other things, right? So, the best way is to make deendari and being religious and being faithful, looking at it from the perspective that I need it, I have to do it. It's a need for me. There is a difference between you worship Allah based on logical reasonings and orders versus worshiping Allah as a need. Worshipping Allah as a need, as a logical reasoning is this. So Allah created me, and He's the master of the whole world, and He sent some rules for me, and He said if you don't do it, I'm going to punish you. And if you do it, you're going to go somewhere very nice. It's very boring. That's what many people, some people need this rough analogy, right? Well, yeah, you have to do it, otherwise they'll kick you out of the company or that. How many people are working, maybe more than 0.5% of people in the world, they're working in jobs that they don't like it. They have to work there, otherwise they'll kick them out. They don't enjoy working there because they don't need it. They don't feel the need beside the financial aspects, right? They don't feel the financial aspects aside. They don't feel there is a need for them, right? But when you work somewhere that you know that you need that job, it's your expertise, you'll love it. No matter how much you gain from it, you just love to do that things, right? Versus worshiping Allah based on logical reasons. Versus I worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because I need to worship Him. Because I'm fulfilling my own needs. Because I'm created the way that I have to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? Quran actually, it tries to bring this concept to us as well. When Quran says, what Quran starts with what are you? What is the first phrase of Quran? What is it? Before that.
Bismillah.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate. Alhamdulillah. And then after this starts with what? Alhamdulillah. Fatihat al-Kitab, the beginning of Alhamdulillah. Why do you thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Why do you thank Him? Hamd is for what? Hamd is in front of need. When I give you the water that you needed, what do you tell me? Thank you. If there is no need, why you thank? When someone does something to you, you thank that person. Make sense? When you fulfill someone's need, what do they say? Thank you, sir. Because it's niyaz. Niyaz comes from here, right? Niyaz means what? Need. Raz or niyaz. Niyaz means I need it. Niyaz. I'm niyazmand. You have it? Niyazmand is what? I need it totally, right? So, this alhamdu, this shukr, it actually shows that we're all in need in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then we should worship Him based on the need, not because I'm afraid of something. These are all important, by the way. Logical reasonings and fear of Allah, these are all important, right? We're talking a little bit more advanced. In Quran, not only do you recite Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen every single day, you need to recite, otherwise your salat is batil. What do you say? Subhana Rabbiyal. Say that loud. Subhana Rabbiyal. I can't hear it. Subhana Rabbiyal. You ate, right? Ramadan is already iftar, right? Subhana Rabbiyal Azim wa bihamdih. Subhana Rabbiyal A'la wa bihamdih. Why you keep saying hamdih and hamdih? Bihawlillah wa wati'uhu. So, Sama'allahu liman hamida. You keep saying hamd. You know, I thank you, I appreciate you, shuk towards you, because you're fulfilling my needs. That's what you have to see. And تُمُ الْفُقَرَاءُ إِلَى اللَّهِ. You're all faqir in front of Allah. And Allah is your tabib, is your habib, the one who gives you medicine, the one who cure you, the one who is in charge of your health. Okay? In our traditions, in our du'as, in our supplications, when you recite them, du'a arafan, others that we just recite. You see, this is more manifesting in terms of needs. Rather than just, I'm worshiping you so and so. No, I need you, Ya Allah. Without you, I can't even do this. I need your help. I need your love. I need this and that, right? I'm all in need in front of you. Ilahi wa Rabbi, man li qayruk. Ya Allah, there's no one else for me except you. I'm all in need. So I'm not worshiping you necessarily because 1, 2, 3, I'm going to calculate how much I'm going to gain. I'm not even worshiping, as Amir al-Mu'min says, I'm not worshiping you طَمَعًا فِي جَنَّتِكَ. I'm not worshiping you because I'm so eager to go to your Jannah. وَلَا خَوْفًا مِنْ نَارِكَ. Not because I'm so afraid of your hell. بَلْ وَجَدْتُكَ أَهْلًا لِلْعِبَادَةِ فَوَجَدْتُكَ. Because I found you worthy of ibadah. Because I love to worship you. Because I love to worship you. What is it here? It shows all need in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It shows the need that we have to feel towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let me ask you a question. When a baby cries and a baby needs his mother, does he cries because he thinks about logical reason in his mind? By the way, if I cry right now, she will come towards me and she'll probably give me food. What is the reason that he cries? Niyaz and needs in front of the mother. I need you. You know why School of Ahlul Bayt, tear in School of Ahlul Bayt is very important. Compared to any other religions, we're going to claim, compared to any other religions and any other school of thoughts, in the Maktab of Ahlul Bayt and Shia are having a significant relationship with what? Tears. Number one, for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and anything that will help you through crying to get to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Tears shows your soft heart. It's not for men to cry, men they should cry. Psychologically, when you cry, you release your pain, right? then you cry. Imagine you want to go outside, someone is there on the intersection, you know, use a faqir, says, brother, help me a little bit. Brother, help me a little bit, right? What do you say? Oh, really? Right. Or if you see someone comes, he doesn't say anything, just a little bit drop of, you know, tears in his face, in his corner of his eyes. What do you say? You don't have to tell me anything, I know everything. What does he show, the tear? Tell me. What does it show? Niyaz, need. When a servant sit down and stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and do ibadah, it's not, by the way, mandatory or necessary or the tears and crying. No, don't give me wrong, right? It's better to be like that, but it's not mandatory. So someone is not crying, just astaghfirullah, doesn't love me, no, there's no. But it's a good sign that I practice, and the more you practice, the more you're soft-hearted, the more your heart will be broken faster and faster, right? Many times it's a need, right? It's a need. How do you deal with a need? Many times we see each other, we ask, how are you doing? How's everything? How is your feeling? Is everything good? We never ask each other, how's your spiritual need? How's your divine feeling? How's your ma'navi needs and feelings? So you go study there, right? Yeah. Is there any masjid, anything close to your school? No. So how do you satisfy your need? Well, imagine ask someone, so you go over there, is there any restaurant to eat? No. Then how do you take care of your need? You're hungry, you need to eat. It's a big question, right? When you're traveling, do you go to any hotel? No. Then where do you sleep? You have a need to sleep, right? We never ask, we ask this, when you never ask, how's your feeling? How is your spiritual feeling? How's your divine feeling? So you go to that university, you're transferred to Davis, you're transferred to somewhere else, right? And there's no masjid around you? How do you even live? So you're going to go transfer your school to go somewhere that state that there's no masjid around it. How do you want to live there? It's a need, right? How many times you go to masjid every day? How do you take care of your spiritual needs? Have you ever asked this? If we change our spiritual need, if we take care of the spiritual need, it will affect our behavior as well. We look at it as a need. I come to Thursday program, I come to Dua Kumail, I come to Salat al-Jum'ah, I come to Muharram, Ramadan. I need to do it. What do you mean if I have time to? If it's about to ask me more important than should I eat or not? It's my need, I have to do it. Being part of myself is missing that vitamin if I don't go and pray. You mean the whole week passes me and I don't go to masjid? I don't go to any center. I don't know how to take care of your need, but I can. Have we talked to each other this way? You mean 2 weeks? And you didn't go to the masjid? How is it even possible? It's like 2 days you don't eat, huh? It's a spiritual need. We encourage each other towards that. Then how beautiful is ibadah and worship? Then it's not I have to drag myself to come to the center. Then it's not about I drag myself to pray. You never drag yourself to go eat. When you like it, you need it, you have to eat, right? And if this need is not satisfied, there is no other needs that can be satisfied and helping. Nothing else would help you at all. Imagine you give someone a very nice house, a beautiful place, a nice car, but they don't have anything to eat. Does it even matter what car he's driving? He's going to pass away after that, right? He needs to eat. Doesn't matter what you have, what I have, nice job, nice situation, nice family, nice car, nice bank account. What do you mean if I don't take care of my spiritual needs? I'm not going to have anything. This is one of my primary needs. Have you looked at this way as a need? That I have to do it. We need to wake up this need, this feeling. We need to work on that. We need to shake it to wake it up. So, question is this. How can I do that? How can I look at the whole thing as a need? How can I pay more attention to a spiritual need of myself? How can I pay more attention to my divine needs to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? I want you to think about it. I'm going to go somewhere else. I'm giving you the time to think. I'm going to go back and ask you. Okay, think about this. How can I wake this up? How can I pay more attention to this need? Okay, I'm going to go somewhere else. So, when you look at the ibadah and salat as a need, then in the middle of the night, you wake up, you need to take care of that need. You want to pray salat today? Because you need it. When you feel the beauty, the sweetness of ibadah, you keep wants to have that need more and more. Imagine the most delicious food that you like, your most favorite food. Anytime you think about it, you want it. There are some foods you're telling me, if I eat that every day, I can still eat. They can give me every day that food and I eat it. They can give me salat every day, I still have to pray it. Because it's my need. Let's go back to my question. How can we look at the whole thing as a need? Health, I need health. But how can I look at it as a need? How can I pay more attention to this spiritual need so I won't be neglectful about it? We're all neglectful. We take care of job, we take care of school, we take care of any other competitions, we take care of marriage, we take care of parenting, we take care of everything else and eating. But when it comes to spiritual need, I don't even look at it as a need. So how can I look at it as a need? Help me. Bismillah.
Pay attention, pay less attention to other needs.
Excellent. You pay less attention to other needs. Can you give me an example? When you pay attention less to your other needs and you get a good result? In Ramadan, how's your feeling? At the end of the day, as soon as someone says, Allah, you want to cry. As soon as something happens to you, you are so soft. Forget about the end of Ramadan. But as soon as there is a dua or zikr or Quran, you start crying. Why? Because you pay attention to your primary needs. You ignore, or you pay less attention to your other needs. It's a psychological process, by the way. It is a psychological process. And we got it from this ayah. أَنْتُمُ الْفُقَرَاءُ إِلَى اللَّهِ. Faqir comes with need. We're all in need towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if I pay attention to all other needs during the day, and I pay less attention to this most important and primary need, what is it? Of course I'm not going to think about it that often. You know, like what? A drug addict. A drug addict make something that is not a need a primary need. Then you ask a drug addict, would you like to eat or to have a drug? What is the answer? Drug. I know it's going to put me down, but I need that. It was not a primary need. I made it primary need for myself. That's what we're doing. Job, work, family, money, they all become primary needs. But when it comes to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, well, I didn't have enough, I didn't even pay attention to it. Of course, it's almost dead, right? The more you pay attention. Can you tell me some of the Other needs that we have to pay less attention to them. What are they?
Sleep.
What is it?
Sleep.
Sleep. Ahsan. How many hours they say you have to sleep? 8 hours. You know some people, inshallah, 8 hours? Oh, I have half an hour left during the day, inshallah, I have to sleep. Right? Pay attention to it. Bother yourself a little bit. If this body gets used to having everything ready, as soon as a little bit of issue happens, oh my God, depression and OCD and anxiety is killing me. Oh my God, my food was supposed to eat at 12 o'clock, it's 12:30. Oh my God, during Ramadan you're fasting, you should be dead by now. Because of what? Because this body was used to what? As soon as it says, please, I'm hot, please, I'm cold, there you go, I'm hungry. Go, is it the baby? How you pamper a baby? You spoil a baby? As soon as the baby wants something, please, just don't cry. Parents get intimidated, don't cry, take it. We say opposite. No. You have to have discipline. You have to know when to give, when not to give, right? Sleep. Sleep less sometimes. Oh my God, it's going to happen this and that. Nothing is going to happen. What else? What other needs we have? Eating. How come in Ramadan, the whole month you don't eat and you sit alive? Why don't we have sometimes during the year we do practice the same thing? You know what these things will do? Makes you be stronger. In front of the difficulties and issues in life, you're strong enough that you can stand in front of the difficulties in life. Then when it comes to Karbala, you're not surprised that, oh my God, how Imam Hussein, Hazrat Zainab as a lady, she could control all these things and tolerate all these tragedies and not even bending down. Because she looks at being submitted to Allah as a need. These two examples of needs that you mentioned are the most primary needs, eating and sleeping and drinking, right? Forget about other needs. Hubb al-riyasa, like being ambitious and being the leader of something, right? Shahawat and lust and desires. Forget about them, they're junk. They're junk. And some people that pay attention to them. Can't even give you the examples that they heard there. How some people are so low that some low desires for them, some needs become so important for them that they're ready to sacrifice their divine needs for the sake of the shallow and cheap desires of this dunya. If I wake up in the middle of the night, I abandon my sleep and go pray. Forget about praying. If you don't have the mood to pray, just take your wuzu. Forget about taking wuzu. Just sit down in front of Qibla and just say, I just love you. I just want to say Allah. If you have the feeling, take your wuzu. If you have the feeling, 2 rakah salah. If you have the feeling, 11 rakah salah again. Then you will see how the whole world will change. Then you will see nothing will break you in this world. Then you will see the need that you have. Then you will see that when haram comes in front of you, haram comes in front of you, you look at haram and say, what do you mean? What do you mean? You mean I practice, I do this, and I get rid of my need, my primary need? It's impossible. It's more important than you ask me, don't sleep at night, or don't eat. It's impossible. I have to eat. I have to worship Allah. I have to follow. I'm going to say this to my younger friends. Have you seen some people go to concerts, jumped up and down? They are the slaves of that celebrity and singer. Pay attention. Have you seen that some people, I'm sure you have seen, that they act as they are the slave of that celebrity? When they see that celebrity, oh my God, it's like the soul is getting out of the body, right? This is actually, there is a sign here. They are doing because of a reason, by the way. And that reason is the feeling they need towards worshiping something. They need to worship something. They're in the wrong way to worship a person, or a style, or lifestyle. They're showing their needs of worship and ibadah. We should be slave of Allah, right? They are showing that, but in the wrong direction. People that they are worshiping idols, and they were worshiping idols, they were worshiping as a need. I need to do it. You know, the perfect example, pregnant women, mothers, during the pregnancy, they feel desires to eat certain things. You know, the doctor says, eat it. Your body is telling you naturally you need the vitamin, you need the foods from the source of nutritional source from that. Eat it. You go towards that. They go jump and down to go this and that because they are showing that they need to be slave in front of something. If they don't want the correct things, they lay down in front of idols. Mushrikeen, the disbelievers of Quraysh and Rasul, says, we're worshipping them. They're not gods. They are representative of another God. They needed to worship, right? Take that lesson? So make sure you turn it towards what? The one who is worthy of ibadah and worship. By paying attention to this and less attention to other things, right? Usually you go to sajda when you pray. Have you went to sajda in the middle of the day without praying? How many of you guys practice that? Congratulations. No. How can I pay attention to my needs if I don't do that? So you mean I shouldn't eat any snack, anything in the middle of the day just because I ate the breakfast and the lunch, right? No, I need to eat fruit and you need to put some snacks. You need to sometimes go to sajda. You need to just pray sometimes. You're driving, oh Allah, I just love you. You need to text your friend sometimes. I was just thinking about you. It's like, oh my God, thank you so much. You made my day. Takes so long. It's a need. If I don't fulfill it, I'm weak. I'm broken. Quran. Why Rasulullah keeps reciting Quran and reciting Quran? Because it's fulfilling his need. Forget about the spiritual things and Allah. He's just taking care of his needs towards worshiping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And if you want to practice this, you need to do it over and over and over and over. But one thing, nothing will change. How many of you guys are used to brushing your teeth at night and you cannot sleep without brushing your teeth? It's a need, right? You go to your bed, something is missing. What is going on? I didn't brush my teeth. The whole world is not going to come down. That's fine. No, I need to do it. Right? If I recite one page of Quran before I go to sleep, keeps doing and doing. Then I go to bed and say, oh, something is wrong. What happened? Oh, I didn't say one surah of Quran. Making the meaning. I'll finish with this. One of the most important aspects that can help you to practice this need, the most aspects, is your need towards the value of Allah, towards the hujjah of Allah, towards the representative of Allah. Your need towards the Imam of your time, Imam of Asr, Imam Mahdi alayhi salatu wassalam. You feel you need him to be around. You feel that something is missing. منعت السماء وضاقت العرض والسماء. The whole world is so, tight for me. I can't even live in this earth, and this earth, there's no Imam in it. It's so difficult. You mean I live at the time that I don't see my Imam? What can I mean? It's impossible. Someone was coming every day in the morning at the door of Amir al-Mu'minin Imam alayhi salatu wasalam. Every single day before he goes to work, he was coming at the door of the house of Amir and said, Assalamu alaikum Amir. What is it? He's fulfilling his need. by showing niyaz towards Allah and the representative of Allah. This path, Ahlul Bayt, they are those who can guide your needs and niyaz to go to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There are the stations. You go to that manzil, you go to the next one, you go to the next one, finally it's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you want to drive from here, go to Florida. You don't start driving, Bismillah, Ya Allah, without a stop, let's go. No? You need to stop here, you need to stop there, you need to take up your need here, you need to take up that need here. By the way, let's take a look at around, it's beautiful as well. Ahlul Bayt are those stations in the middle of your path towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Just make sure you keep being in the same path, not getting out of the path, right? Some people, they didn't have this, and they got out of the path. Mushrikeen of Quraysh, they wanted to reach Allah. They believed there's one God, by the way, ultimately. But they couldn't go, they wanted to go directly, so they said, let's go to idols. Wrong way. You need to practice this need. You need to practice this niyaz. So inshallah we'll continue this, but it's important to pay attention. Next time you want to take wuzu, next time you want to pray, look at this need. I need to do it. But you need to keep practicing it until it becomes the fulfilling of need, inshallah. اللهم صل على محمد ومحمد عجل فرجه اللهم عجل لبنيك الفرج والعافية والناس ومت في عمره الشريف وزين الأرض بطول بقائه واجعلنا من عوانه وأنصاره وشيعته يا رحمن يا رحيم ثبت قلوبنا على دينك. Ya Allah, give us tawfiq and opportunity and hasten in the zuhur of our Imam Mahdi. Ya Allah, bless us tonight and all the time and make your ibadah and your worship a primary and major need for all of us. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, help our youth make them successful in dunya wal akhirah. Remove obstacles towards their marriage. Ya Allah, anyone in this world, they have hajat requests, give them all khair hajat. Those, Ya Allah, who have a specific niyaz and hajat at this moment, give them all khair hajat. Those who are under difficulties and problems and issues, provide opportunities for their freedom. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, those who are sick, cure them all at this moment. Those who passed away, send the tharab and Allah out of our majlis in their soul, inshaAllah. رحم الله من يقرأ الفاتحة مع الصلوات. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله، السلام عليك يا ابن رسول الله، السلام عليك ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليك يا وارث آدم سف وجلا، السلام عليك يا وارث نوح النبي